My name is Chisanga Taylor and I'm here playing Not So Secrets. So I'm gonna give secrets. I'm an actress, a model, a creative, self-portrait photographer, an artist, and you can follow me on all my socials at chisanga.taylor or chisanga_taylor. So yeah, let's get started. What would be the best thing about not having a sense of smell? So I had COVID last year and I actually lost my sense of smell and my taste, and my perception of everything changed slightly, or I just completely couldn't smell stuff, and it was horrible. And there's no best thing about it, honestly, because you can't taste well, you can't smell like things, and other things smelled off. Like everything smelled either like burnt or like it was dying. It was really bad. What is the most ticklish spot on your body? Probably my feet. I don't know, my feet. I hate being tickled though, like anywhere. Okay, this whole like midsection, I would say I'm very ticklish and I don't like being like touched unexpectedly. So yeah, I guess. What's a relationship deal breaker for you? If you smell and have bad hygiene. Like that's just something I cannot, like, I'll try and help you. I will buy you deodorant and like toothpaste and stuff, but like, if you don't, yeah, that's, brush your teeth.
How would you take it if your partner told you that you had bad hygiene?
If I had bad hygiene, that would never happen. I have impeccable hygiene. Took a shower before I came here. I'll probably take a shower when I go home. But yeah, I would be offended, low-key, but I would be grateful because I would want someone to tell me that I stank rather than just going throughout the world and stinking up the place. And like people whispering behind my back, like just be truthful. Cause like in the end of the day, thanks. I probably didn't know. If you were stranded on a tropical island, what 2 things would you want with you? Okay, a knife for practicality, to make fire and stuff. I'm very practical. And probably like a piece of rope. I don't know. Either that or a helicopter to get off. If depending on the things, what can we bring? A helicopter and a pilot. That's the 2 things I would bring. Yeah. Have you ever disliked something and then changed your mind? Yeah. Olives. I used to hate olives growing up. But then my dad taught me this trick where if you eat 7 olives in a row and like just one after the other, you know you hate them. After that and you eat them, you'll love olives. So that's what I did when I was like 12. And now I love olives, so I don't know if it was like a psychology thing or if I generally do like it now, but yeah. Would you donate an organ? I don't think anybody wants any of my organs because I have a lot of allergies. I get very sick very easily. I have asthma, I have eczema, I have something going on with my sinuses. I have too many things going wrong with me. I feel like I would just give it off to someone else. I don't even think I can donate blood as well because of, yeah. No one wants anything of this. I would if I could, honestly. I would help save a life. Like, yeah, but yeah. What is your favorite childhood memory? I have a lot, but I think the silliest memory I have is when I found out that you can put like other things in macaroni and cheese. I don't know, but just when my dad would always make macaroni and cheese, and then my mom one day put in like sliced up like sausages, like fried sausages, and it was like the most amazing thing in my little head that I remember. I think I was like 5. So, what is your proudest accomplishment? I would say it's me, I don't know, being here where I am today. Just in terms of acting, because people don't think that acting can be a very like lucrative business or you can get far or anything. And just like the fact that I'm now in a TV show as one of the leads, like I feel like as today, that is my biggest accomplishment. Maybe ask me in a year and I'll see what I've done, but that's my biggest accomplishment to date.
Why did you get into acting?
I got into acting just because I thought it was fun. Like, I mean, I got into acting when I was 5, and it was for a school play, and I was kind of forced to do it, and I didn't know anything about acting or dancing or anything. And then from then on, I just slowly started doing more school plays and realizing I like this. The mum put me in ballet lessons, and just a bunch of other extracurricular stuff, to the point where I was now applying to go to theatre school. And it's just something that I've always done. I've never questioned it or like why I'm doing it. It's just, I just do it, you know? So I always enjoy it. I think I'm good at it. People say I am. I'm always trying to be better. I'm always trying to help others be better, so yeah. What is the thing you're most afraid of? In like a physical sense, I'm really scared of spiders. Not like a phobia, but I hate like things like crawling and stuff like that, like ickiness, as well as like that dirt feeling. I hate that. But in terms of like spiritual sense, I'm not scared of death, but I am scared of like what we don't know, like the unknown, like what's in the ocean we haven't explored, what's in space, what's like buried in the earth, like all of those things kind of like freak me out a bit, but like I still like thinking about them and researching and enjoying about that, so yeah. What is the most daring thing you have ever done? I haven't done a lot of like daring, like adrenaline stuff. Oh, when I was 8 and I rescued a woman from drowning, and she was like in her 20s, and it was a public pool where we lived, and all the kids were there from all the houses, and this girl jumped in and she didn't know how to swim, but luckily my mom has been teaching me how to swim since I was like 6 months. She used to like throw me in the water and I used to swim. So I knew how to do it. At that point I was also swimming competitively, which is like a weird flex when I was 5, but so this is when I was 8, and she jumped in, didn't know how to swim. Everyone else was like looking at her as she started like flailing. No one did anything. I think they were all in shock, and I just jumped in, grabbed her, managed to drag her out, and one of like the guards was walking past and saw everything and came to help me, and he basically shouted at everyone else like, "How could you let a little girl save her? What of you grown people?" Da, 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 da. But yeah, that was a pretty cool thing I did. I didn't think about it, but yeah. What is the worst job you've ever had? I feel like if I say it, people will know, and then I won't get any more jobs, so I can't say it. So we're going to skip. I'm skipping everything I don't want to say. I'm protecting myself. No, okay, the worst job I've ever had, I don't think it wasn't a job, it was more of a gig. It was a modeling gig when I was first starting out modeling. And it was just, and this wasn't in Zambia, by the way, so people in Zambia can't be like, oh, maybe it was that one she didn't know. This was when I was in UK, before I came to Zambia. And it was my first ever modeling gig, first ever job, and I didn't get paid, I didn't see the pictures, nothing happened. It was just a whole day of me traveling around London to go to a studio, my first job, and it just kind of deflated. And ever since then, I've just worked very hard to make sure that never happens again. And I pick the people who I work with just so I don't get that feeling of like working really hard for nothing to happen. So yeah. Okay, who was your first crush? Taylor Lautner from Twilight, Jacob the werewolf. That one. So when I was 12, don't judge me. In the evening, would you rather play a game, visit a relative, watch a movie, or read? I'll probably read. I really like reading, and what's funny is that watching Twilight got me into reading, because I started reading the Twilight books, and then I started realizing, oh, I just like reading. I just started reading more and more and more books, and my dad loves reading. He has a whole bloody library, like this big, full of books. So yeah, he was very excited that I was reading. He was upset when he found out the reason why I was reading was because of a silly crush on a guy, but that's like a preteen girl. What do you expect from us? What is your favorite joke? Okay, I really like dry jokes. So this one is like my favorite. I tell everybody. Okay, it's not really a joke, but anyway. As a scarecrow, they say I'm outstanding in my field, but hey, it's in my genes. Everyone's like shaking. I think it's hilarious. Okay, next question. What is your biggest complaint about your job? The call times. always so early, and then when you get home, it's always so late, and you have this much time to recuperate, to do it all over again. But then you finish it and you have this amazing product and you're like, it was all worth it. So biggest complaint, but you kind of have to do it if you want to have good work. So
What's the least amount of sleep you got in between 2 shoot days?
So there's one time I shot 12 days consecutively. No break, no time off, no like, oh, I had the afternoon off here or anything. No, like full days. I was working 2 different jobs at the same time. And I think I got about maybe 2 hours in between from getting home, like bathing, eating, going through scripts so I'm not completely like unprepared the next day, and just recuperating, because I'm also trained. I have like a whole process that I do as well that most other actors don't really have or know about, like character building, all that stuff. And so I have to do that for myself to make sure I have a good performance the next day. So when I'm done all of that, I'm tired and I sleep, and then next thing I know my alarm clock's ringing and it's call time. But luckily I drive myself, so I don't have to like rely on other transport. So that's a good, like a blessing in disguise. But yeah. Okay, would you rather have a night out or an evening in? Evening in. I always enjoy being at home. I always enjoy myself, my company. And yeah, I'd rather do that. I'm more of an introvert, so I have like a very limited social battery when I go out. Yeah. When scrolling through social media, do you prefer posts from celebrities or posts from your best friend? I prefer posts from my friends because I know them, and then when they post really dope stuff, it's even cooler because like I know the person. Whereas a celebrity post dope stuff, it's kind of like, yeah, the celebrities are gonna do that, but to see it like within your circle and within your friendships, and like, this is nice, this is better. Like we're all our own little celebrities here and there, which is cool. What is one thing you own and wish you didn't? I'm gonna say my allergies, because I kind of own them and I don't like them, because recently I had to leave a shoot early because I had a nut reaction, because I'm allergic to all types of nuts, beans and freshwater fish. And I live in Zambia, and I'm Zambian, and that's like a staple Zambian diet of beans, nuts and fish. But I had nuts, and then I had to cancel the shoot because I had a whole reaction. I had to take medication, was out for the day, So it really does interfere with my life, and I can't control it when it happens or when someone else eats nuts next to me. So that's something that I wish I can just not have to deal with upon the many other things of being a woman that I have to deal with. That's also something that I'm just like, What was the last movie you went to, and what did you think? Well, the last movie I went to was the premiere for my show that I'm on, called Tikula. And I think it's amazing and awesome, and you should go watch it. Whenever this, I don't know when this video comes out, I'm sure it will be out after the show, but watch it, it's great. Yeah. And that's it. Thank you for watching. I'm Chisanga Taylor, and you can follow me on Instagram at Chisanga_Taylor and on TikTok at Chisanga.Taylor. And thank you for having me, and it's been fun.